Hi, it's Sandy Parker, and welcome to Crafting for Almost Everyone. My girlfriend's birthday, well, it's the month of August is how we normally celebrate it, and she's quite the character, and she's one of the girls I made the coloring book for. She's really frisky, is the best word I could use for her, and I found this stamp, and it's just perfectly her. It's from AI, and I think it's called the dentist stamp. No, the crown stamp. I'm sorry. And the sentiment on it is, my dentist says I need a crown. Well, duh. And this is the lady. So obviously, I don't know if you can see with the glare, obviously she is perfect. Then in the inside, I found a sentiment from Amuse Studios called Birthday Greetings, and this says, growing old is mandatory, growing up is optional. Also perfect for my girlfriend. So those are the stamps we're going to be using, and I've already stamped them out for us to save some time. I'm going to make a mask for my lady and her sentiment, because I'm going to be stamping a background over her. I thought it'd be kind of fun to have something wild over her. I might even try and find, I know I have a zebra stamp that's a background stamp, but I don't know necessarily if my lady could stand up to a zebra. I mean, that's a pretty significant project, if you know what I mean. So all I'm doing, if you've never done a mask, what you do is you take a post-it note and you make it so that the sticky part of the post-it note is the part that is going to be on your project, or at least you're going to hope for that. And you're going to cut around as close as you can to your image, because you're going to be laying this on top of your card that you've already stamped, and you're going to make sure that you don't get any of the ink underneath this, because our goal here is to have our lady look like she's standing in this background. That's that part of it. Then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut as close as I can to my sentiment, because I want the same thing to happen. I want my sentiment to be part of the design, but I don't want to lose my background just because I have a sentiment. Now, the crown part does not have any sticky stuff on the back of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a little bit of tape runner on it. I've cut out my lady, and now I'm going to stick her over her image, hopefully as close as I can get it. I don't want any of it to stick up. Now when I do this with a great big stamp, which is what I'm using, I've decided to go with, apparently there's a killer outside. I don't know if you can hear my dogs going crazy, but you know, the killer's here. I'm going to use this old stamp called On Safari that has kind of animal look to it, but I'm going to do it in Peach Parfait, because this is my background, well, one of my background papers, and I thought this peach would look nice with it, and I didn't really want it to overpower my lady, but you never know. So we're shooting for not crazy, but a little bit crazy. I want her to be a little bit wild looking. That's my goal anyway. And when I use these big stamps, I think you've seen me do this, I like to do them upside down. It's a lot easier. I'm always, I feel that I'm better at controlling my stamped image, and this is hard to tell if it's inked because it's orange and my background's orange. So that's where we're going with it. Okay, so I've got that in there, and I've put a big bunch of scrap paper underneath that. I got this pad a long time ago at the Dollar Tree, and I hadn't used it in a while, and then I saw Lindsay using it, and I thought, geez, why haven't I been using mine? These are the things that when you have someone crafty like Lindsay to remind you what your things are that you're not using in your stash. I mean, I just pick papers out of the trash and use, like the one I'm using right now. That's my usual go-to, but it doesn't make any sense to do that because then you guys can't see what I'm doing really well because of all the weird images on top. Now, I'm pushing as hard as I can, especially around where I know the sentiment is and where I know my lady is, because I want to make sure that I really do a good job of covering both of them. Okay, moment of truth. Easily pick them up. Oh, look how cool she is. She is cool. I think I've told you this before. This is another really important tip. Whenever you make masks, you should take them off very gently so that you don't lose your image, and then you want to put them back in with your stamps, because you don't want to keep cutting these out every time you want to do another mask. You don't want to go, oh, gotta cut another old lady out. I'm just going to put that mask back into my case, and it's ready to go for the next time. We're done with that. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're going to color our little princess in, and I do have my colors out that I'm going to be using, and I thought I'd start with her hair, and we're going to do her hair in TN3 and TN7, and I think I'm going to do 3 around the outside edges, and then I'll do 7 around the inside, and then we'll just blend the two together. I gotta get a picture of her in with us so that we can see her as we work. I made her hair a little bit darker than they did, but that's kind of the way I roll. I'm going to do her skin in, well, let me do her cheeks first. I'm going to do her cheeks in CR4. And that was CR4 if I didn't say it. We're using FS7 for her skin tone. For now, I think that's the colors they used, and that was FS4, and this is FS7. Okay, and we are on to, this is the darkest of the blues, and I'm going to put it in first. It's IB2. So I got the colors that I think I want to work with again. I'm going to go with this Adirondack slate because I'm going to put it in places that are not going to be coloring with the other colors. It's supposed to be a gray, but so far it's coming out green looking on the white. I don't know why. I'm going to go over it with this IB1. It should be light enough to blend, and I'll probably go over this jacket a couple times. well, not so bad. I think I'm going to do her little earrings, though. I think that would be cute if I did a little difference in her color and her earrings. Okay. Then I have this dark blue that I thought would be fun to go over her eyelids with. I just put some serious blue on there, and I'll probably go over it again. I did that with a Sharpie that's, you know, an undetermined blue color. And I'm going to go back over her eyes with the IB2, just because I want to make sure that that blue is really vibrant. I think I'm going to do a little bit more of her coat in that, in the darker color. Gotta have some frisky shoes. I'm going back to the IB2 for those frisky blue shoes. Love these shoes. Go with this color, and it is IG3. It goes around her stole. Because everybody needs a little, you know, va-va-voom on their stole. And I wish I hadn't made those that color, but I thought that that was called slate for a reason, you know, like in slate gray, but weirdly enough it was not called slate for that reason. It was called slate for some other reason. I am digging her, though. She's quite the hot mama. I think I need to do something more frisky to her hair, though. It's GB1. And I think I'm going to just try it in the center here and lighten her up a little bit. Well, that's kind of fun. Let me see what GB2 does. Could make it even more frisky. Okay. Well, it doesn't make it frisky, but it's not bad. Okay, I need to do a little bit of that gray. It looks like they used some of this weird gray on the side of her face, which I'm not sure why, but I'm going to give it a shot. Maybe it's a reflection off of her stole? I don't know. I don't know. Grandma looks good. Now, I think she is probably ready to be attached. Elizabeth, I'm putting my markers in the box. They're not going anywhere. It's hard to put the markers, I'll leave them out. Oh, I know what I want to do. I want to put more of this bright pink on her lips. Like they have that part of her lip too. So this is their grandma, and here's my grandma. It's close. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's close. Grandma looks pretty cool. Okay, so our next step is we're going to find the paper. There it is right there. That I'm going to attach everything to. And I stamped on the inside of my card, and I didn't like it, so I thought I would tear a piece of paper and attach it like that. I thought that'd be kind of fun. What do you guys think about that? Think it's stupid or fun? We're going with, right now, fun. It might be coming back off as stupid in a few seconds. Okay. And put that up right there. I kind of like the ripped look of it. I thought it was kind of, I don't know, different. Then on the outside of our paper, I'm going to put this pink. This is kind of cool. It's some foam that's backed with sticky stuff, which is nice because then you can quickly attach it to your project, and it's already got the sticky on the back, so you only have to put sticky on the front. I have a bunch of these little flower brads that are small, but they're the same color as her outfit. And it's, if you have a piece of fun foam, or this is a foam mat, it makes it a lot easier to stick your little pokey tool through. I did buy a tool to put brads in with, and I have to say I was really disappointed in it, and never use it because it's huge, the piece that's supposed to separate the little brad pieces, and it just doesn't work. And I was really disappointed in it because it was made by, I think, We Are Memory Keepers, and usually I think they have a pretty good handle on, you know, what the crafting population like and use, but that thing is not a keeper. She's looking cuter than cute. Okay, we're done with that, and I'm going to take this backing piece off if I can get it off. And then, well, I forgot to stick that to there. Well, that was smart. Well, we'll do this piece first then. Sometimes I'm just, you know, really a rocket scientist. Today, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is what I call a non-Jennifer Maguire moment. You know how she, well, if you don't know her, she is a fabulous card maker, and well-deserved the accolades she gets. But the thing that makes me laugh is that she edits everything out that's wrong, and she talks over her videos. So her videos are, we'll call it the complete opposite to mine, because mine are just, you know, me freewheeling it. I like my system, and I'm not changing it, but whenever I make one of these crazy mistakes, I always think to myself, you know, Jennifer Maguire doesn't make those kind of mistakes. She always has the perfect videos. Not that I'm competitive. Well, not really, but come on, I can't compare myself to someone of her caliber. Come on, she's awesome. It would be like comparing myself to Lindsay, the frugal crafter, my idol for life. There we have our cute little card. My dentist says I need a crown. Well, duh. And then in the inside, oh, where all this came from, I don't know. We'll just assume that that was intended to be there, those little weird lines. I don't know where they came from. We won't know. I have to put one little stamp on the back. Okay, well, since the back of my thing is so colorful, I thought I would just stamp my stamp on a piece of pink that you'd be able to see it better. I made this for you. There's our card. Now let's make our envelope. So I'm so excited because I bought a dresser at a garage sale, and then I was at another garage sale and I found another dresser that is, they're both small, and I think they're going to look really cool. Well, the one I already know how it looks because I just finished it and I videotaped it, so you'll get to see it. And then the other one, I'm not exactly certain how it's going to come out yet because it's black, and it needs it needs a little TLC. But right now, the first one came out so great, and I am feeling so much more organized. And if you read my blog, www.craftingforalmosteveryone.com, then you'll hear all about it, because I'm so excited that this process is working as well as it is. So here we have my buddy Mary's card for her birthday, and she, I think, is going to love it, and I think it's adorable. I hope you do too. I hope you give this a thumbs up and subscribe. Please tell your friends about me on social media. It would mean the world to me. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.